I feel like there's something different about this incarnation in this particular time and era, in this particular generation. It's gonna be big. Like, I don't believe that the world is really ready for the changes that must happen. And resistance is not always the best option, and it doesn't have the best feeling. But when you resist against it, it makes it a little bit more difficult to get to your destination, to get to the final result. So if we don't make the necessary changes to become better, to become more enlightened, to acknowledge the existence of everything around us, God, the air element, the earth element, the fire element, the water element, the moon, the sun, the trees, oh my gosh, the trees and the animals. They're waiting on us. They're waiting on us, the human race. How does that make you feel? As a human, because I assume that you're human if you're watching this. However, I could be wrong. But we must grow. We must grow physically, spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. Because it's not about the money at this point. Money can't buy you there. Where we're going. Money can't save you. It's how you're growing. It's how you're elevating. That's why there's no such thing as time. It's because this is one of many different, I can't say projections because it's a little bit deeper than that. It's like a conscious. Like we do this. We create the lives that we want for ourselves and we just live them out. Everything that has happened to you, everything that you have gone through, it's for a reason. It has purpose. And some people might not believe in that and may say to themselves or to others, that doesn't make any sense. You might be a new soul. This is your first incarnation. And you may be a soul who it's your 1000th one. Because there's no time. So we're just building these lives and living these lives through God. God is within us. Those who resonate with this video and understanding my words, God is in us. So with God being in us, what does that mean? You can see God in nature. You can see God in animals. You can see God in insects. You can see God in everything but man. Why is that? Why is that? How can you see God in everything else? And everything in nature is doing what it's supposed to be doing. But humans. And y'all wonder why we vibrate so low. That's the reason why it's hate. Because it's low vibrating energy. If you hating, it's because you vibrating low at that particular moment. And that's okay. Because you're going to go through things. You're going to go through situations and scenarios where you're going to be like, dang, I don't have the answer for it. And that's okay. That's what life is about. It's a bunch of lessons and blessings. But you have to realize what's the lesson and what's the blessing. Could be an angel in disguise. How about that one? An angel in disguise. There's a lot of angels here. A lot of angels. And they disguised, man. Some of you guys are married to, some of you guys live next door to, some of you guys are children of, some of you guys work with and don't even know it. And what if that person that you're treating with hatred is an angel in disguise? See, it's one thing to disrespect or to hate or to not acknowledge the presence of an angel. But to hate them or disrespect them, that's ultimate karma. That's ultimate karma. And you can't leave this place, should I say, that phase or that point or that lesson in your life. You can't leave that until you grow out of that. So that's why if you go around certain people and you just start feeling weird, like, man, something not right. Like, something not right. That's your intuition. And that you got to use. And that will lead you to the end and out of whatever situation. Because it's not just us. Remember, we're just the vessel. It's God. Us as God. That's what it's supposed to be here. But until we wake up to not only who we are, but what we are and what we're here for, until we realize that, the journey has yet to begin. But we all have different points in our journey. And we're at different points in our journey. So where I am in my journey, my spiritual journey, is not where you are necessarily. It may be higher, it may be lower. Who knows? But when you walk in the spirit of God, you recognize others that walk in the spirit of God. So if you feel that you walk in the spirit of God and then you are able to see other people or be around other people and be like, I feel like I know them. I feel like their energy matches my energy. I feel like we'll be cool. We'll be good friends. Then you know. And you don't know them, it's Spirit of God. Same thing like you, brother or sister. We separate ourselves by families, but ultimately we will be one tribe, one people, one race, one world. In this reality and dimension. But it's 2022 right now. In fact, June, early June of 2022. You don't even need to know the day. But watch what I tell you. Big things are coming. So you gotta be prepared, and how you prepare yourself is grow mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally. This is your secret weapon. Who knew? This and truly this, because the mouth is connected to the throat, but the throat and your mind, you're serious, and your heart, all of them. Mind, body, spirit. How does that work for you? Mind, body, your heart, and spirit. Your mind, where your consciousness are, your consciousness and your subconsciousness is in your brain, it's in your head. Your mind. That's your God. That's God. That's God. Your consciousness and subconsciousness is God. Understand. Your mind is being controlled by God. For those who walk with God and are of God and has God's spirit in them, this is who I'm talking to. You know who I'm talking to. Your heart is the body. Your heart pumps blood to everything, to keep everything going. That's your body. That's this outer shell. Everything in it. That's you. You're pumping blood. You're giving energy. You're giving good energy. You're helping people. You're motivating people. You know, you're more happier in life. You're spending time in nature. You're eating right. You're doing the right things. Not saying by world standards, but by the universe standard, how they believe here in this jurisdiction. And then your throat, your voice. That's your spirit. Your voice is your spirit. Who you truly are. Who your soul yearns to be. Who you would say your essence. Your voice. If anybody ever takes your voice away, are you truly silenced? If you can't be who you truly want to be, are you silenced? Are you truly living? And that's how the world should be. Everybody should be living their dreams. Everybody should be able to do the things that they desire to do. And be able to manifest it and do it and experience it. But it's not like that. We're stuck. We're stuck at a 9-to-5 job with limited benefits, underpaid, overworked, and we ain't got no stock in the company. So, how do you truly feel? How do you truly feel? Limited vacation, 2 weeks in a year, that's not enough. It should be a minimum 2 months a year. Because that's how much time you need outside of work just to really decalcify your mind. When you're around a whole bunch of people and you're feeling that energy, you might be taking on things that you don't want to take on. See, me, I choose to, how can I say it? Can't use that word. Change it. Change it. I take that negative energy that people give me and I take it. And I change it. And then give it back to them. That's good. That's just how it is. I changed that. I changed it. When he said, well, how do you change it? Because when they give it to me, I just take it in. And I change it within myself. I learn something from everything. I learn something from everything. I can learn from another person's situation. I can learn from a situation that I see on TV. Something that I read in a book. Something I read in a magazine. I can learn from everything. But people and animals, we can really learn the most from. And that's why I say humans are the prized possession. Because animals have consciousness. They can make a choice. They have the power of choice. but it's in their nature. We have the power of choice, but we're different. Because not only do we live, animals live. Not only do we have a consciousness, animals have consciousness. Nature has consciousness. That grass you're mowing, those trees y'all cutting down and burning up to build stuff on. That's pitiful. But it has consciousness. It has consciousness. It's probably one of y'all ancestors. If you really want to keep it real. The animals y'all eating. The trees y'all burning and cutting down. The animals y'all killing for sport just to put on your walls. Probably one of your ancestors. How about that for karma? But I feel like we must exist in all forms. You know, we must exist in all forms. Our energy. When you walk into a room, if you don't make people light up, or if you don't make people be like, whoa, who is that? Energy-wise, forget what your physicality looks like. Forget what you look like on the outside. That ain't got nothing to do with it. That ain't got nothing to do with it. But your energy. How strong and how powerful is your energy? That's what y'all need to be working on. Not TikTok videos. That's cool. No judgment whatsoever. Live you, do your life. But for those who are watching this video and at least have made it to this point of the video, you're my people. You're my soul tribe. And I love you, and I'm sending you energy. Sending you positivity. Sending you protection. Through this phone. Through just the imagery of the video, through the sound of my voice, I'm giving you vibrations. I'm giving you vibrations. Positive vibrations, energy, sending it through the phone to you right now. Wherever you are, whenever you're watching this. If you've made it to this point, you deserve to be blessed. And that's what I'm doing. We give blessings. God gives us blessings, then we bless other people, and they in turn bless others. Give. That's how we spread love, is through giving positive energy, even to the negativity. Even when you see it and it's blatant and it's disrespectful, still do it. Still do it, I promise you. I promise you. It'll work out. Watch. So take this energy. Do something good with it. Keep it for yourself. Oh, and love on yourself more. Love on yourself more, please. Because that ties it all together. When you love this, when you know who this is and what possesses it, what controls it, what it is, you're gonna be somebody. So, this video is long enough. Almost 25 minutes, 24:42. 2442. There you go. Confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, God of the universe. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you, anybody who has watched this. I love you. Peace in you and peace in the world.